And unfortunately, there are many people that I would talk to and say, look, you're being anti-Semitic. And they say, well, no, I'm not. I'm just being anti-Zionist. So I think there are certain words that are interchangeable and used to cover up things like anti-Semitism. And many people who actually are anti-Semitic don't actually realise that they are.
Making them aware through academic tools, through teaching at universities, this can contribute to the fight in the end against the spreading of this phenomenon.
Charles did an amazing job bringing a lot of different academics together to study anti-Semitism, and it's a very diverse group.
So the objective of the Summer Institute here at Oxford has been, in a sense, to create critical anti-Semitism studies or critical contemporary anti-Semitism studies. The contemporary study of anti-Semitism is really non-existent in the academy. There's the history of anti-Semitism, there's Holocaust studies, which are very important. And for various reasons, the study of contemporary anti-Semitism has remained, I would argue, a taboo in the academy. And unlike contemporary forms of discrimination and racisms, like racism in general, gender studies, queer studies, the study of contemporary anti-Semitism has remained outside the organized institutional frameworks in the university.
I think I would introduce perhaps the idea of ethnicity when you lay out race, if you haven't done so already, because that becomes a very good umbrella when dealing with, it seems, Jewish identity.
I'm looking for an opportunity to refine curricula in teaching anti-Semitism that I've already begun to work on. My university doesn't currently offer programs to students specifically in anti-Semitism. They're related to our existing coursework on Judaic history, but I think it's a subject that needs to be studied on its own terms, and there's interest.
I'm trying to design a syllabus that I can use to teach graduate students in my department about anti-Semitism. I'm going to give a survey course for them that will address various anti-Semitic manifestations from the Greco-Roman antiquity through medieval Christendom and Islam. This is a great opportunity to develop, the syllabus and to get to know, to help myself to understand the current situation of Middle East and various, ramifications regarding anti-Semitism.
The curriculum that Charles put together for us has been informative. Terrific colleagues, first-rate instructors, great speakers.
But please, this is really why I tell my students all the time, please don't let me finish what I'm doing, just raise your hand and stop me. I mean, seriously, I don't mean that we have that relationship, because it's going to help me in terms of my own pedagogy, because there are a whole bunch of things I have in the notes, a whole bunch of things I have here that I glossed over. It's a fantastic question.
Anti-Semitism has remained outside the organized institutional frameworks in the university, and the purpose of this program was to bring scholars from all over the world and help them to create courses on critical contemporary anti-Semitism studies, and to go back to their home university and create courses for credit in their home university.
And that report showed that in this period, in 2002, the majority of anti-Semitic acts, the perpetrators, did have an Arab or Muslim background. But then there was no follow-up in any other studies.
If we take the people who are the most vocal, the people who are the most active, we'll find in universities right now, especially with regards to anti-Semitism, it's the triple threat. We've got the far right, the far left, we've got the far right, we've got Islamists in the middle, who are joining with different groups in different countries. In France, we were just talking about this earlier on. Last year there was a march where Islamists joined with the far right, and the platform by which they actually marched was anti-Semitism.
This is going to be a course on modern European anti-Semitism and the Holocaust, and it's going to be taught on a 3,000 level. We have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. 3,000 level for a practical reason, because I don't want to get it cancelled.
to explore how racism and anti-Semitism have affected sports in the U.S. and abroad.
The title that I gave to the course was The Making of Modern Anti-Semitism, from Pre-Modern to Contemporary Articulations of the Longest Hatred.
So I'm interested in the psychological internalization of anti-Semitism amongst Jewish young students on campuses.
Moving forward to begin to talk about the text, elevate the text, criticize the text, in many ways be metacognitive.
I'm gonna talk about the dream syllabi, so let us dream for a little bit. What constitutes a dream in my case is not the politics of academia, it is the things like time, quality of the students.
My goal really is to get the students to discover the anti-Semitism in the text. I think it's important for them to find motifs in the ways that Jews are talked about in the British literary tradition.
Concerning my syllabus, I want to talk about the dealing with the past to combat the anti-Semitism and hate speech.
Charles is really an amazing leader. He leads very much from the back. He is very engaging. He's very respectful of ideas and perspectives that are contrary to his own. He is clearly, as most people who know him are well aware, he's very much a person, a man of deep conviction. He feels very strongly about his ideas.
He's managed to bring people from around the world, from different backgrounds, from different beliefs, to actually come together here in Oxford to actually try and build a syllabi that they can actually then go ahead and teach in their academic institutions. But on top of that, one of the things I'm really impressed by Charles with is his energy, his vigour, and the purpose that he's shown to really go through and brick walls and obstacles, and the contribution that he's making. I think we will only really see the rewards for that as a society sort of in the next 5-10 years.
We had 28 professors from 17 countries, people from all around the world, from various disciplines, who came to Oxford at Hertford College, where we had a very intensive training program, and I think it was a great success. The group of professors were really incredible, and it was really a very intense and creative moment, and I think it was a very special 2 weeks.